Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is...
Smallville.
I love it.
Smallville.
It's been a hot minute. Like, for everybody else, it's been just a normal amount of time. But
normal.
For us, we had pre-taped a couple during Christmas break. And then we were like, oh, that way we're ahead. But then we was like, oh, what if we switched everything to live? And so we just had to wait for those to come through. So yeah, welcome to the first ever live edition of Going Back to Smallville. Our weekly podcast where Maggie and I go back and rewatch every episode of Smallville week by week, episode by episode. We are in season 2. We're nearing the end of season 2. Mm-hmm. We're actually like right on the...
It's exciting.
On the precipice of the ending here. There you go. So yeah, if this is your first time hanging out with us, hey, welcome.
What's up?
This is a hopefully awesome, positive, nerdy place on the internet. We hope you enjoy your stay here. So yeah. That's it, man. Maggie?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. Smallville, that's what's up.
I gotta tell you, Maggie's been making us some espresso this week.
I nailed his this time.
Nailed it. Oh my gosh.
The only thing I measure is the coffee and the milk.
So good.
And I can't even tell you the measurements I use for the syrup and the sauce.
I mean, is it like the low calorie option that I need? Absolutely not.
Probably not.
It is the thing that I need to wake myself up.
I think I use more than 2 tablespoons of the white chocolate sauce. So
I'm a fan of the white mocha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my caramel one down. I also threw in some Heath toffee bits on top of mine.
Ooh. That sounds good.
Go all fancy.
Sounds good, Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else sounds good?
I bet I make a good cappuccino.
I bet you're a friggin' liar.
Excuse me?
Because you make a great cappuccino.
Let's go.
We're going back to Smallville.
There's kryptonite. Kryptonite gas.
When we first decided to go to the live, I was like, oh, I've got 2 weeks before we have to do Smallville live, so I can fix the lower thirds and everything to look better before we get there. Nah, I didn't. I just didn't do it.
It's lies.
Just didn't do it. You know, past Matt, thanks for setting me up to fail, you bastard. So, season 2, episode 19, Precipice. This is episode 40 overall of Smallville. Original air date was April 22nd, 2003. Written by Clint Carpenter, whose previous episodes include only this one, but he wrote/co-wrote multiple issues of the Smallville comic that was set during season 2 and 3. So not to be confused with Smallville season 11 that came out post Smallville. I guess they actually had like little mini series set during season 2 and 3.
Oh, hello.
Hey, come here, Bubs. Oh,
what are you doing, Lucille?
Little puppy dog. So yeah, I did not read any of that.
Okay.
Didn't read any of it. I know they had like the young adult novels and stuff too. I didn't read any of that. She smells your coffee.
You want to smell it?
You don't need any of that,
no,
Bubs. Believe me.
She got into hot chocolate one time.
Oh my gosh. Is your cup cracked?
It shouldn't be.
Okay, just be careful.
It will be.
Anyway, if a bunch of coffee just comes pouring out,
I'm just gonna run it to the trash can. All right.
If it runs through,
yeah.
You're not doing it right now.
No,
it'll be fine. It's fun.
I don't feel anything weird.
Maybe it's just the ceramics of it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it just the paint was kind of coming loose.
Yeah, the glaze.
Yeah, the glaze.
There you go.
Yeah, the glaze.
Give me a glaze.
Directed by Thomas J. Wright, whose previous episodes include only this episode in season 2, but they also served as second unit director on the 1986 film Howard the Duck.
What?
And directed an episode of the television series Constantine. So, there's that.
Impressive.
I've never watched Howard the Duck. I feel like at this point in my life, I should have watched it by now.
I think I remember it as a kid, just vaguely seeing weird duck, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, that's it.
I did not know it existed until I watched I Love the 80s. And then I was like, oh, that's a thing? And I didn't know it was a Marvel thing until, like, way later than that. And then when he showed up in friggin' Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, this is the most ridiculous cameo I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's Seth Green.
I love it. It's so good. It's perfect. It's perfect. You know what else is perfect, Maggie? This episode, because we begin at the Talon. Jesus. Lana asks 3 drunken frat boys who have been spiking their coffees with liquor and getting loud and obnoxious to leave if they start drinking. And then Lana sees Helen sitting alone. So Lana just walks over and is like, hey, Dr. Bryce, how you doing? And she's like, I'm not doing too hot, Lana. And she talks with Helen Bryce, who complains about Lex, who just stood her up again. Man. Lex Luthor just can't keep his time straight, you know? No. And he's trying. But, you know,
listen, he's going to lose a good lady.
The bald never sleep. That's what they say. But that's why I'm always awake.
That's why you're always awake? Wow.
So, Helen sees someone who apparently she knows across the room. But when she looks back, he's gone.
He's a ghost.
He's like a
ghost.
Candle in the wind. When Helen leaves, Helen's like, you know what? I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And so she leaves, and then one of the frat boys, Andy Connors, makes a pass at Lana. He's like, hey, lady, why don't you give me some of that sweet, hot coffee?
Get out. Yeah. I am closing.
This dude sucks.
Yes, he does.
Say, like, all 3 of these dudes suck.
Yeah.
Like, what are they even doing in Smallville? There's not a college in Smallville.
Yeah, why are 3 random frat boys in Smallville?
Yeah, at a coffee shop.
Are you that bored?
Like, anywhere you could go, you're gonna go to a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Like, you're wanting to get wasted, obviously.
Yeah. Why are you
the hell
there?
Are you at the coffee shop? Go
down the road where the bar's at.
Be like, the Wild Coyote.
Yeah. Well, is it still open?
Probably.
Because
somebody else probably took it. I'm sure. Yeah.
But they're not serving rich people anymore.
I mean, be a normal small town college student and go back to the high school you graduated from and drink there. Okay, that's what they all do.
I didn't do that.
I didn't either, but I didn't go to college either.
I went to college and I didn't do that.
The moment I could get the hell out of high school, I never looked back.
I don't blame you.
Never. I just kept going. You know,
I visited
the prize. You visited your high school?
Yeah.
We must have had very different experiences in high school. So she tells them to leave again.
Go away.
And they're like, yeah, well, maybe you should make us. And then Lana hits the alarm. And when Andy sees it, he's like, you bitch. And throws her into like a rack full of coffee mugs and shit. Like, God, this dude just goes bonkers, like, immediately. And then Clark arrives. And the frat boys are like, oh, who's this? And he's like, you better get the hell out of here. And they're like, oh, you gonna make it? It's like, well, the cops are on their way.
John Boy, you're John Boy.
Yeah, you better get out of here before the cops take you to jail, you pieces of shit. And then they're like, come on, boys.
Why do they sound like Dad?
It's actually, I don't know if you know this. These guys are the direct descendants of Mad Dog Tannen.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And before they went to get coffee, they held up the stagecoach. Come on, boys. So they leave through the back into the alley. And Clark, checks on Lana. He's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. And so then Clark's like, I'm about to beat some ass. Here we go. And so the frat boys turn the corner and boom, Clark's sitting there.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, how'd you get...
You Speedy Gonzalez.
How did he change so fast? I'm doing so many Back to the Future references.
Yes, you are.
For no reason.
It's crazy.
Clark warns them to never come back to the Talon. And Andy just keeps talking trash. She's like, "Oh, I get it.
That's
your girlfriend, right?
You sweet on her. Too bad.
She's a slut." And Clark's like, "Ugh!" And he turns green and starts beating ass.
He hulks out.
He hulks out. Oddly enough, Clark Kent hulks out into the Hulk. I was trying to make it into a joke and didn't get there. But Clark loses his cool and shoves Andy to the ground. Andy's buddies throw a couple of punches, but they have no effect. So Clark grabs both of them and throws them across the alley into a fence. Andy takes a swing at Clark, but Clark grabs his hand, twists it, and then throws him 30 feet in the air until he lands on a cop car. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, God, it's Ethan. He's back.
Oh, wait, what? No. Get out. You stop right there.
You stop right there.
And then Clark turns around to run off, but then all of a sudden he sees Lana, and he's like, "Oh, well, I guess I can't run away." And then he turns back, and here comes. She got the spurs. "There's a new sheriff in town here. Now you hear?"
Wait,
that's
this
right.
Maine law.
That's right. My name is Sheriff Nancy Adams. And I'm here to tell you, Clark, to get down and put your hands on your head. That's not what she sounds like at all. No. Do you want to be Sheriff Nancy Adams?
I'm trying to get it. I almost had it. Everybody's watching it.
Do the cup of coffee or cappuccino.
You lied. You said you made a good cup of cappuccino. This is a great cup of cappuccino.
All right. You are. I bestow upon thee.
I'm
you
Nancy.
are resident Nancy Adams.
I'm Sheriff Nancy Adams.
There you go.
There we go.
Even if it's not exactly right, I still like it.
All right.
But yeah, she tells Clark to get down and put his hands on his heads, and Clark obliges. Somebody save me. There's no one with arms wide open. So now we're inside the town. Sheriff Nancy asks Clark about the incident.
So, how'd you throw a boy onto my windshield 30 feet up in the air?
They started it, Sheriff.
I read about you, Kent. You've been involved with a lot of police investigations.
All I've ever done is tried to help people. All right.
Sounds like somebody's got a hero complex.
H is for help. H is for help.
I know my ABCs, Kent.
Dial H for hero. So I guess you're the new sheriff in town, right?
Shush. Do you want to write a book?
Writing a biography.
Yeah. You want to write a biography?
No.
Okay, keep your mouth shut.
She's the worst. Like, I actually do like her overall. Like in
God,
like
I can't
going
stand
forward.
her.
Like,
I can't stand her.
Like, her character grows into someone that I actually not enjoy. But I mean, like, I like her a lot more than her first appearance in this episode. Like, she's terrible in this episode. The writers just
didn't know.
They didn't want to try, you know,
because it don't have
like,
the
Sheriff Ethan.
May he rest in peace.
He's just one of them good old boys.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sheriff Nancy, you know, she asks Clark about the incident. She seems most interested in the fact that the paramedics are all over Andy and his buddies, as well as the fact that her police car is busted up. But Clark doesn't have a scratch on him.
You don't have a scratch on you.
I guess I just got lucky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She asked Lana what she saw. And Lana says that she didn't see anything.
You lie.
What?
You said you made a good cappuccino. This here is a great cappuccino.
Well, looks like we're done here, I guess. Clark, you better sit your ass back down, boy.
They're going to be pressing charges against you, boy.
I love that Clark is like, okay, so I can leave now, right? I mean, you're talking about cappuccino. Like, I'm no longer needed here. And she's like, I bet your ass you're supposed to be here. So now we head to the Kents. And old Sheriff Nancy comes in with Clark, and she tells the Kents that he has been at numerous crime scenes. But John and Martha try to explain that if he was, it was only because he was trying to help. The sheriff then says that despite how the old sheriff used to do things, the days of the good old boys are over. And Jonathan frowns.
Yes. How dare you say that to one of the Dukes of Hazzard?
I love it. Anytime you see me sipping, go ahead and
I'll try. I'm trying. I'm like, trying to watch you.
I think Maggie's got at least 4 more seconds of stuff to say, and then just dead air. It's great. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. Whatever. It's fun. It's fun.
I know, Mr. Kent, that you were good friends with Sheriff Ethan, and God bless America, and your boy has been involved in many police investigations, and I know you say he's being helpful, but this is starting to be a pattern.
Listen here, Ms. Ma'am. All right?
The days of the good old boys is gone.
I didn't fight in Korea to hear this bullshit.
Wait, right? You fought in Korea? How old are you, sir?
I visited after high school and got in a fist fight with the guy. Okay, don't worry about it. I fought in Korea, all right? And then I came back here and I rose my horse farm, all right? And you're standing on my land, and on the Kent land, there ain't no sheriff. I'm the sheriff.
Sir.
I am the law. I am the law.
Jonathan.
What?
Shut up.
Okay. And so she has decided to charge Clark with misdemeanor battery, which will mean a fine of approximately $1,500. Clark rises to his feet and says that we can't afford that. And Jonathan says, Clark, shut the hell up. Just sit down.
Quit telling everybody about our finances.
Listen, Clark, we'll handle this. You don't need to say anything, okay?
Okay, Daddy.
Okay. All right. Miss Sheriff?
Yes.
We can't afford that.
Well, I could change that into 40 hours of community service. You can pick up litter and make a different way of fighting crime. Taking a bite out of crime, you can help pick up the litter around Smallville.
Oh my God. I'm going to regret that we have this new character in this show. Not you. Like, this cop is just like, Jesus. She agrees to drop the charges for 40 hours of community service. And then we head over to the Smallville Medical Center. Helen Bryce is surprised to find her favorite flowers on her desk, thinking that it must have been Lex to apologize for the night before. However, Paul Hayden walks in and takes all the credit. Helen recognizes Paul from the Talon. Paul gives an excuse for not saying hi. He says, yeah, I was in town, and I thought I saw you, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought maybe you was busy. It looked like you were waiting on somebody. So but I figured I'd stop by and say, hey. And Helen's like, what the fuck are you doing here, Paul?
What are you doing here, Paul? We haven't spoken to each other in years.
And Paul's like, yeah, well, hey, here I am. I'm here in Smallville on business.
Red flag.
And I read that you're getting married to Lex Luthor. Mm. And Helen tells Paul not to believe everything he reads.
Don't believe everything you read in the papers.
In walks Lex. Helen introduces Paul as a former boyfriend from med school. Oh. Lex has to break his lunch date with Helen, and Paul offers to fill in. But thankfully, Helen gets a call from a patient.
Yeah, and she looks grateful for that beeper to go off.
So thankful. I feel like maybe she had a button attached to the beeper so that if she ever needed to get out of something, she could just be like, I gotta go.
They're calling me.
I'm sorry. I gotta go. Paul and Lex have a moment together, and Paul says that that's just like Helen to run off. And Lex is like, thanks, Paul.
You gave me enough.
Bye. Get the freak out of here.
I'm already judging you, Paul.
He had sized him up before he even walked in the room.
Judgment Day is coming, buddy. I'm going to keep on watching you every time you drink.
So, outside the Talon, Clark is doing his community service by picking up trash on the road, and Chloe arrives at the Talon with Pete in her new Volkswagen convertible bug. They're giving him a hard time about doing community service. Chloe says, oh no, the orange vest. It's going to clash with the plaid. And Pete says, yeah, welcome to Smallville, where you stop the crime, you do the time. And then Sheriff Nancy says, very pithy. They see Sheriff Adams exit the Talon, so they go silent. And then Sheriff Nancy says,
maybe I should use that as my campaign slogan, huh?
Worth it. That was worth it. And so they see that, and Pete and Chloe go inside. And Chloe, again, just continues to mock Clark, you know.
What buttholes? I'm sorry.
Yeah, like he saved Lana, you know, from a bunch of assholes, like sexually harassing her. Yeah. God knows where that would have led to if Clark hadn't showed up.
Yeah, it's true.
And then they're like, yeah, pick up my trash, Clark. You piece of shit. You piece of shit, Kent. My, the mighty have fallen. Yeah. Yeah, Kent.
In your face.
In your oh, what? Oops. Just dropped some more trash for you.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh my god. We're off our game tonight. I'm calling it. We're trying. We're gonna get there. Something's gonna come through. All right. I'm calling it within the next 5 minutes.
Your feet are cold.
Something's gonna happen. That's my socks.
Oh, I must hit the rail.
Wow.
Oh, if it was cold, I didn't know.
It's a rail. How could you confuse my foot for a rail? Or the backwards of that. Moving on. Clark gets back to work. Sheriff walks off, and Lana comes outside. Lana is upset because the sheriff doesn't believe she has a case that will hold up in court. I gotta say, I don't think the sheriff can make this call. Like, no. I'm pretty sure she's not.
It's court that can make that call.
Yeah, I don't think she's supposed to be the one, like, giving out sentences either. You know? No. Like, I mean, listen. We just finished Better Call Saul. All right.
We know how the legal system works, people.
We know a little bit about how it works.
We know. Right? We know.
We know things. You got to call him.
Yep.
Better Call.
Better Call Saul.
Except for the last 4 episodes. Piece of
God
crap.
Not perfect TV.
Anyway, she explains Clark, you know, that it won't hold up in court. And she asks Clark how he was able to keep 3 guys off of him. And he explains that they were drunk and he was highly motivated. Lana laments her inability to take care of herself, and Clark tries to reassure her, but Lana notes that Clark can't always protect her, but Clark says he can try.
But I don't want you to protect me all the time.
She didn't say that.
But that's what she's thinking.
At the Kents, Clark walks in explaining how much he hated being made fun of by every asshole in Smallville. They tell Clark that they have received notice of a lawsuit from Andy Connor's attorney. He is suing them for
$1 million
to cover a severe neck injury, punitive damages, pain and suffering, and loss of future earnings, claiming his mobility might be permanently limited, aka piece of shit. So now we head to the medical center. Helen Brass.
The ambulance is sick. I'm sorry.
Helen Brass is finished for the day, but she's sitting in her car and she just can't get it to start. It is dark and the parking lot is nearly empty. She calls Lex and he is on his way from the Talon, but just, you know, she's like, I guess I'll just keep waiting. But then, oh, what's that?
You always had a problem with your car.
Ah, fuck, Paul! Where the hell what?
I left something here and I came back to get it.
What are you doing here?
It's a coincidence. Small coincidence. I forgot something here at the hospital earlier.
Well, Lex is on his way.
Well, I can take you to your house.
That's okay. I'm gonna wait on Lex.
No, I'll stand right here and you could get in my car.
Hey, Helen. Paul, didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah. Hey, Lex.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I just forgot something here at the hospital, and I just noticed that.
Just happened to be in the neighborhood, huh?
Yeah.
3 times in 3 days.
Yeah.
If I didn't know any better, Paul, I'd think you were stalking my girlfriend.
Are you insinuating something?
You're a piece of fucking shit, and if you don't leave Dr. Helen Brass alone,
what?
I'm gonna rip your larynx out.
Is that a threat?
No, Paul. I'm just a good judge of character.
Oh.
And he says, you know what, Paul, listen. You seem like a simple guy. You seem like a simple guy, Paul. I'd hate for your life to get complicated. Helen and Lex leave.
He did threaten me, didn't he?
Boom, 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 boom. That's the Rock's theme song.
Oh, he chugged it. I think. Chug, 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 chug.
There was all that sugar at the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Hi, Angie.
Hey, Mom. Welcome to the show. So now we're at Paul's hotel room. Lex has a man named Meacham following Paul.
Meacham.
Paul, alone in his hotel room, says he'll do anything to be with Helen.
I love you, Helen.
He's looking in the mirror.
You will be with me.
It's like, goodbye, horses. I love you. Goodbye, horses.
And I'll do anything to be with you.
Smashes his head into a mirror. This dude is insane. Okay,
psycho.
This dude went from being like kind of annoying to straight psychopath in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Hate his guts, and all this before like the first commercial break.
Yeah,
it was wild. So now we get back to the emergency room. And Paul is brought in with blood and bruises all over his face. Helen says, Paul, what happened?
It was Lex. Lex did this to me.
Dun, dun, dun. So then we come back from commercial break, and Helen confronts Lex about the accusations as the sheriff takes Paul's statement. Lex believes Paul must be unhinged to do something like that to himself. And Helen recounts that she broke off their relationship with when his ex-girlfriend told her that he beat her up. And Lex says, well, did she ever file a statement? And she says, no,
nope.
But I wasn't going to wait around for history to repeat itself. Good for you, Helen. Making
Good
smart
on you,
moves.
Helen.
She's making smart moves left and right, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's usually like people making really bad choices in a lot of like movies and shows like this.
Yeah. But she got out of there.
Smart person. So then, the sheriff comes in and is like, Mr. Luthor. Just the man.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Luthor, just the man I've been wanting to talk to.
Yes, Sheriff.
Where were you tonight?
I was at my home, and my staff can confirm that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be looking into this psychopath.
No, sir. I believe you had somebody telling him.
What are you gonna make me do? Huh? You make me pick up trash? Get the hell out of here.
Excuse me,
I run
sir.
this town.
No,
Luthor Corp. Ever heard of it? It's a crap factory.
Sir.
Bitch.
Excuse me.
No, you're damn wrong. And shut your mouth. If you smell what Lex is cooking. And he walks off. That's right. You ain't got nothing to say to that, do you, Sheriff?
No.
in your face.
I'm going to arrest him.
So now we're back outside the town the next day. Clark is finishing his sentence on Main Street. Lex offers him some coffee, and Clark complains about the lawsuit. And Lex just doesn't say anything about the
Lex
lawsuit.
is like, I don't care.
I don't have the money to keep bailing the Kents out of every single legal trouble. I'm sure they'll figure this one out. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then he says, Clark, Lana is learning to fight.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about Lana.
Fight?
The crouching tigress is about to find her hidden dragon.
Oh, wow. What a joke, Lex. What do you mean by that, Lex?
You see, Clark, you're a simple guy. I'd hate for your life to get complicated, okay?
Is that a threat?
So now we're at Lex's.
I don't... Oh, sorry. It's been so long. Dad, you have no idea what I'm capable of.
Hey, you nailed it. On the first try.
Woo-woo!
First try.
Usually I purposely try to mess it up. But
I appreciate you not doing that because it drives me insane. So we're at Lex's, and Lex is helping Lana train. I feel like we skipped an entire scene here that mentioned how Lex and Lana talked about how Lex was trained.
It skipped it.
Yeah, we
that's when he
scene.
spooked her and she broke a plate.
Yeah, and Lex mentioned that his dad's chauffeur was an ex-Marine. and when he was a bald kid in prep school that he taught him how to defend himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're all caught up on that, we're back at Lex's, and Lex helps Lana direct her anger. Lana says that everyone doesn't have deep anger like Lex does, and Lex says, and what's to be angry about? It's not like a bunch of frat boys came into your own place and harassed you. It's not like you felt helpless when that guy shoved you. And I know it doesn't make you mad that you needed Clark Kent to save you again. And then she roundhouse kicks the punching bag. And she's like, or he's like, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Clark. Am I right, Lana? And she's like, wait, huh?
Oh,
no,
wait. I thought she's best friends.
We are best friends.
B for best friends.
B is, that's what we call each other.
Okay.
We're B for best friends. But he's also a piece of shit too, right, Lana? I mean, it's just us.
Wait.
What?
What are you doing?
I love Clark.
But
what are you doing? Stop gaslighting me.
Is that a threat?
Punch this bag.
Is that a threat?
Lana, listen, Lana.
No.
You're a simple man. I'd hate for your life to get complicated.
Is that a threat?
So now we head over to the Talon. Again, we're just outside the Talon all this week. Clark sees Andy walking down the sidewalk with a cane and a neck brace. He's making his way downtown. He's walking fast. Faces past, but he's homebound.
Oh, I'm in so much pain.
Clark runs over there to talk to Andy.
Get away.
And
you're supposed to stay within way from me 500 feet.
Hey, man, I just want to talk, party man.
No.
I just want to talk.
I don't want to talk. Listen, you can talk to my lawyer.
Listen, I know you're mad, and that's fine. We can work this out. But this lawsuit,
too late.
It could ruin my family's lives.
It's too late, baby.
We gotta
listen.
Leave them out of it. Come after me, but leave my mom and dad out of it.
I am coming after you because you're under 18. Therefore, your mommy and daddy won't have a house.
You're a piece of shit, Andy.
CPS is gonna come knocking on your door.
So Andy doesn't want to hear anything, threatening further legal action if Clark violates the restraining order again. I'll see your ass in court, Kent. And then he gets into his car, and Clark uses his x-ray vision and sees that Andy removes his neck brace when he gets into the car, and he's, what? Bum, bum, bum.
Healed.
Faking his injuries. No, not healed. Not healed.
He's healed. His neck is perfectly straight.
Do you think Smallville is like right off the coast from that island from Midnight Mass? Do you think, is that how he got healed? He's drinking vampire blood. It's all good, guys. I found this guy.
Whoa,
this guy's really cool. He's solid, all right? He showed me this angel. He's pretty.
He's pretty?
He's pretty. He's a beautiful angel. He's so beautiful. He has wings, and he goes like this.
That doesn't sound like an angel, man.
Gorgeous.
No.
Gorgeous angel.
You sound scared.
He's like, I'm going to kill you.
Wait, I thought the thing didn't talk.
No, it's an angel. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Truly, this has been a midnight mass.
Oh, my Lord.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Moving on. We get to Clark's loft. That evening... Jesus. That evening, Chloe comes to the loft, and Clark is just sitting there reading x-rays.
Listen, I love the deep dives that Clark takes. All these weird books that he picks up when his parents are fighting.
Yeah.
Now he's looking at x-rays of backbones and
hey, man.
reading up on stuff.
Super learning, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They haven't said it, but I think he's got super learning.
Super learning.
Yeah. Think about it. If he can move fast, right?
Yeah.
That means his eyes can move fast. That means his brain can take in knowledge much quicker.
I bet
right?
that's what it is. I mean, isn't that what in the Superman movie? That's what his
Batman,
Superman's daddy,
Jonathan,
the other daddy.
Oh, Jor-El.
Jor-El. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
Jor-El, didn't he tell him to soak in all the knowledge?
Even though your race is one of them, you're not one of them.
You're muttering, sir.
You will never be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
My son.
Godfather?
My only son.
You sound awful, man. You alright?
There's never been a tree quite as beautiful as a tree. The Camptown ladies sing that song. Doo-dah. Doo-dah.
Huh?
I don't know, man. I'm your dad. I'm your dad, okay?
I'm about to fall asleep, Dad.
I'm gonna make it on you. Alright? You my son. You are Kal-El.
Huh?
You are Kal-El.
Kal-El?
You are Kal-El. From Krypton. Your mother and I. I don't know how long this is going to go.
I don't know. I'm about to fall asleep.
Honestly, it went way longer than it needed to. It wasn't funny, and it never got funny, so it was never worth having spent all of that time talking about that. Yeah. So here we are. This is going to get better as we get back into the groove, hopefully. Maybe next week. Everybody come back next week.
Come back next week. We'll get warmed up.
Yeah, that's right. We got dust the dirt off her shoulders. So Chloe comes to the loft, and Clark tells her that Andy is faking his injuries.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, they try to hatch a plan to expose him, but Clark reveals that he's not too happy about Lana learning to fight. He says that he doesn't want her to become overconfident and get herself into a situation that she just can't handle. But Chloe...
God, Clark. You don't know what it's like crossing the road at night and hearing footsteps behind you just because you're a woman.
Chloe honestly nails it right here. She's absolutely right. Clark, he just don't get it. He doesn't get it. But then, Chloe defends Lana's choices and says that if getting a little girl power helps Lana regain herself, then Clark should be cheering her on. But then she speculates that Clark's irration is really because she won't need a knight in shining armor anymore if she can take care of herself. Yeah, I think it's definitely the first one. I think Clark's just a big old doof head. Yeah. His dad's been telling him about his fighting in Korea, and Clark thinks he's got to be a big old
Dad.
Yeah, if YY taught me anything, it's that I need to live up to my dad's honor.
Yeah.
I
miss YY.
Martha's like, your dad didn't even he dodged the draft, Clark. He said he fought in Korea. You're damn right, Clark. I did. I punched that guy.
Jonathan.
What, Martha?
Look at me.
Ain't you supposed to be at work today?
You ruined that opportunity for me.
Damn it.
You jealous piece of...
Martha, don't listen. You are pregnant. And I'm here for
Am
you.
I?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
They never mention it again.
Not in this episode.
No.
She's totally pregnant.
Am I?
And so, now we go back to the Talon. Clark is keeping Lana company at the Talon, and Clark tells Lana about the fake injuries. So Lana offers to help Clark prove that Andy is faking his injuries, and they begin to plan how to bring the truth to the surface without Clark and Andy, without getting Clark and Andy to butt horns.
Smart.
So now we go back to the hospital.
Still sick.
Helen is searching in the pathology lab for a doctor, but then Helen unexpectedly finds Paul in the pathology lab.
What are you doing up here?
Pathology, more like pathetic, am I right? He tells her that he's been trying to make himself successful so she can take him back.
Why don't we go upstairs and talk about this?
No, we can't go upstairs. We have to talk here, Helen. I'm in love with you. I saw that you're going to marry Lex, and I've got to save you from Lex.
I love Lex.
You don't love Lex.
Yes, I do.
You love me. You just don't know it yet.
I don't love you. I left you because you beat your ex-girlfriend.
I'm gonna kiss you, and you'll feel all the love you need. Here it comes.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
You have to hit the talk button.
Hello.
Lex Luthor.
Accept
the call. Play first one. Helen, are you there?
Hi, Lex.
Hey, I've been put in the drunk tank again. Can you bring the visa? I gotta get out of here.
Lex, I'm with a patient.
Call, please. Deposit another 50 cents or press 1 to continue.
That's you.
Hang on, Helen. Jesus. Let's see. Okay, I need a couple of quarters here. Oh my God. Can anybody break $1?
Lex.
$1?
Lex.
No, $1.
Lex.
Okay.
Lex.
Hang
Lex.
on, Helen. I've got the quarters.
You need to listen
I've got
to
the
me
quarters.
right now.
Hang on.
Lex.
I dropped the quarters. Hang on.
Oh, God. He's going to kill me. Paul's going to kill me.
All right. Okay. I got the quarters. Hang on. Okay. What was you going to say?
I'm with a
Your
patient.
time is expired. Please press 1 to continue or deposit 50.
I am with a patient in pathology, Lex.
Oh. What? Helen, what's happening? Helen, are you there?
No, don't hurt me.
Hey, are you okay? Helen.
Why does Lex have
Is
to be
everything
drunk
okay?
right now?
I feel like you're trying to tell me something, but it's just not.
I'm hurting.
Are you there, Helen?
I'm bleeding.
Hello? What was that?
Glass.
What are you doing? Did you drink a glass? I'll be right there.
Wait, are he's in jail?
Nah, he's fine. So, Paul lets her answer it. She tries to tip Lex off, who senses something is wrong and rushes right to her way. But Paul guesses that she was talking to Lex and beats her to within an inch of her life. Lex arrives in the pathology lab with Dr. McIntyre to find the bloody shoe prints leaving the lab. Helen is unconscious. Dr. McIntyre acts quickly to get her the medical care she needs. Sheriff Adam arrives and apologizes profusely to Lex, saying they are in the process of apprehending Paul Hayden, but she warns him not to become involved in the investigation. But
Don't
Lex,
you dare take the law into your hands,
Lex
Mr.
is
Luthor.
furious. He's like, she's like, we got a warrant.
We got a warrant. I've called every judge in
how long is
Lenore
that gonna
County.
take?
It might take a bit.
I don't have a bit. Helen is fighting for her life because
know.
you wouldn't get your head out of your ass and listen when I told you that this guy was stalking my girlfriend. Instead, you wanted to go handing out tickets like it was goddamn Halloween candy. And now you got Clark Kent, the best person in Smallville, cleaning up trash because you're afraid that you are insufficient to do the job that he's done with all you stupid sheriff cops being unable to do anything. Can I go?
I could arrest you for touching
And do
me
what?
like that.
Make me pick up garbage? Get the hell out of my face. Are you holding me?
No.
All right, then fuck off. Meacham! Meacham!
Meacham.
And then Lex leaves. But then as he leaves, Clark arrives at the medical center to ask about Dr. Hayden, and he sees Lex zoom out of the parking lot.
Lex.
Sheriff Adams warns Clark not to become involved as well.
Don't remember.
What?
Remember what I said.
What? I just was...
Remember. Mr. Kent.
Hey, Sheriff, I'm the other cop here, and I got to tell you about... We got the warrant for Hayden's room at the Heartland Motel, but
okay, we got to move now.
We can't go for about 20 minutes, though. And Clark overhears all of it. And Clark,
Kent, you going to jail if you get involved.
all right, I'm going to go home. What are you doing, Kent?
Kent, what is that you're doing right there?
Bye. And so now we get to Paul's hotel, and Clark super speeds to the motel and uses his X-ray vision to spy Lex climbing in through a window. Clark busts in and confronts Lex. Lex explains that he had a guy following Hayden, and he pulls out his cell phone to call him again. But then, what's that? What? Meacham. God damn it, Meacham. What are you doing here? They hear the phone ring and find Meacham in the bathtub with his throat slit, and realizes that Hayden must be driving Meacham's car. God damn it, Meacham!
I bought you that car for your birthday.
Clark then realizes that the cops have arrived. And he's like, oh shit, it's the fuzz, Lex. We got to get the hell out of here. Come on. And Lex is like, okay, you go on. And then Lex finds Meacham's gun and grabs his Beretta, puts it in his back pocket because this might come in handy. As the sheriff arrives,
Smallville.
Lex grabs Meacham's gun and leaves with Clark. And they head to the train station.
Choo choo.
I was expecting like, I don't know, not like a 2-year-old's like impersonation of a train, you know, like this is like Thomas the Tank Engine, you know? Just
no, Thomas the Tank Engine is a little bit more sophisticated than that sound.
Choo choo
Choo choo.
I choose you. So now we're at the train station. Lex uses the low jack system to trace the car to a railway station.
I thought cops only had the low jack system, Lex.
I'm rich, Clark. When are you gonna figure that out?
Never.
Clark's like, listen, Lex, we should wait here for the cops. And Lex is like, okay, good idea. You wait here. I'm going to find him.
I'm going to go find him.
And then Lex is looking around, and what's that? He spots Paul in the crowd on the platform. Paul runs behind the train, and Lex catches up with him between the trains. Lex has a gun on Hayden. Hayden says, if you kill me, then you're gonna, that's murder. And Lex is like, oh yeah? Throws him Meacham's gun and says, not if it's self-defense, bitch. Meacham was like, you idiot, Lex. You just gave me a gun. And Lex is like, really, Paul? You really think I'd give you a loaded gun? You're so stupid, Paul. You're so stupid, Paul. You're just so stupid, Paul. And then Paul roundhouse kicks Lex to the face. Everybody's just roundhouse kicking.
Yeah, everybody can do it.
Everybody can do it. Apparently, it's not that hard. Apparently, it's not that hard. Before Lex can shoot Hayden kicks him to the ground and runs away. Lex follows him into an empty train car. It's a dining car with a kitchen at the back. When Lex makes it all the way to the back, Hayden comes out of the shadows and clobbers Lex with a frying pan. Gadonk!
Which could have killed him.
They exchange blows, but Hayden gets the upper hand. When Lex is on the floor, Hayden looks around and finds an axe on the wall because he's got some wood to chop. Lex's penis. They exchange blows, and then Clark sees that he's about to do Lex. He's about to chop his dick off, and Clark is like, "No, not little Lex!
Stop
I gotta save him, little Lex! I'm coming!" he shoves the train, and the train shakes, and then Lex is able to roundhouse kick Hayden to the face, and he gets the axe from him, and now Hayden is on the floor, and Lex sticks his gun in his face. And he's like, this is where you fucking die, Paul.
How dare you?
I'll teach you to ever touch Helen again. You touch Helen, and now you're going to get hell. You in? And he has the trigger, but he just can't pull it. Can't do it. So he hits Paul in the face. I almost said Meacham, and then I almost said Helen. And I was like, no, don't know what it is.
Meacham.
He hits Paul in the face and knocks him out. Clark and the sheriff show up. The sheriff is furious.
You put that gun down right now, Luthor.
Well, I'm sorry, Sheriff. I'm making a citizen's arrest. That's still illegal in Kansas, isn't it?
I'm the only one that makes these arrests around here.
Citizen's arrest. It's legal.
The only
Look it up.
One.
Look it up, bitch. That's right.
Come at me.
The sheriff accepts, but warns Clark that there will be trouble if she catches him snooping in any more police investigation.
He wasn't snooping. He was trying to stop Lex. God.
I don't want you snooping nowhere.
No more snoop dooping.
No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
No more.
The next day at the Talon.
Caca.
Lana asks Sandy to meet her at the Talon. She confronts him with the fact that she knows he's faking his injuries, and she advises him to drop the suit before he gets caught. Andy is like, I know what this is. And he throws his cane, and he takes his neck brace off, and he's like, listen, if you wanted the D, all you had to do was say so, all right? Because you're Lana, and I'm Ann D. The D stands for D's Dicks.
You're disgusting.
I have two.
Ew.
Yeah, but one's I bought it.
What?
She knocks his hand away and warns him not to touch her again. He's like, come on, baby. And then Lana kicks him across the room. Humiliated that a girl laid the smackdown on him, Andy drops the lawsuit on the condition she tells no one. So now we head to Clark's loft. Lana comes to the loft. No. Wait, that cat that lives at Lana's old house?
Yeah.
Lana comes to the loft to find Clark. Clark has just received a call that Andy dropped the lawsuit, and he knows about the kick, having been told by the sheriff. Lana begins to defend herself and her actions, but Clark says, "Hey, I just wanted to thank you." Lana explains that she was returning the favor. Now we go to the mansion.
Dad, you have no idea what I'm capable of.
All my Lex finds Helen reading a book by the fire. He canceled his board meetings for personal reasons. He tells Helen that he wanted to kill Hayden. Wait, Paul Hayden. Paul Hayden. Yeah. He wanted to kill Paul Hayden for what he did to her. Lex says, "I wanted to kill him for what he did to you. I probably could have gotten away with it in everyone's eyes, but one person would have known the truth." And Helen says, "Clark?" And Lex says, "No, you. Clark didn't save me in that moment, Helen. You did. And that's why I'm asking you to marry me." And Helen answers with a kiss. Yes. The end.
End. Question mark.
It for real plays Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah.
While that scene's going on.
Yeah.
Like, what an interesting choice, you know?
Strange.
Women don't fear the Reaper when I got come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper.
Oh, sorry.
You know what else you shouldn't fear? This word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
That's right. At the $5 tier, you can have access to every episode we make ad-free and have your name listed in the credits of every video. At $10, you'll be able to get access to our all-new exclusive shows right here on patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Those include Hopefully Weekly, a weekly show where Maggie and I catch up on all the things that's happened over the past week, both in our life and in the world around us. Family Game Night, a weekly show where Maggie and I will play a variety of board games, from Blockbuster Party Game all the way to Fast and the Furious Heist Game, whatever that is.
Highway Heist.
The Hopefully Awesome movie commentary that we'll do once a month, where Maggie and I will watch one of our favorite films and then record us talking about it over it. Kind of like a mix between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, just us goofing off and talking about nothing related to the film. And lastly, Matt plus Maggie. This is our monthly show where Maggie and I talk about our relationship. I don't think we'll be giving any advice, but hey, tune in. It'll be fun. And if you want to go above and beyond at the $25 level, not only do you get everything that we've just talked about, but you also get a verbal shout out as our Patreon producer of the entire month. All this and more.
So sign up at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome today.
All right. Thank you for that word, Matt and Maggie. We will be sure and do those things. But now, it's time for the countdown to Billy! Everybody, we have officially hit 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Until Billy gets here.
Yeah.
One more year. One more year. One more year. This has been the countdown to Billy. All right. Now let's get into our freak of the week. Yes.
Major Funky.
That's right. I usually freeze us behind it, but it doesn't freeze us. So there we go. Currently, the ranking is at number 1. Red Clark. I'm sorry, I didn't even say what the freak of the week was this week. The freak of the week this week is toxic masculinity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Because it's not just Paul.
No.
There was also, and it seemed like everybody was just being stupid, just stupid toxic male. I mean, even Clark kind of had a hint of that for a second, you know. So yeah, there it is. At number 1, we've got Red Clark. Number 2, Ryan Frowny Face. Number 3, the Octagonal Disc. Number 4, Red Pete and Chloe. Number 5, Kryptonite Spores. Number 6, Kyla. Number 7, Whitney. Number 8, Sheriff Ethan. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Number 9, Stefan. Number 9, Stefan. Number 10, Eat Randy. Number 11, Heat Causing Horn Dog. Number 12, Bill Goldberg. sorry. I forgot we named Bill Goldberg. Number 13, Nixon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Number 14, Jitters 2. Number 15, Mamma Mia. Number 16, Cyrus Krupp. Number 17, Life-Sucking Corn Dog. And number 23, bringing up the ass, Byron. Maggie, where are you feeling toxic masculinity? I gotta say, this episode on the whole, not a great episode. We watched it twice because we had forgotten everything by the time we wanted to do this episode tonight, and it was worse the second time. Like I like the Lex bits. I like that a lot.
I'm gonna say either the new 8 or the new 9.
Really, you would put this above Eat Randy? Do you remember who Eat Randy is?
Yes, I would put it above.
Randy! I'm Randy!
Yes, because I couldn't talk in that episode.
Wait, and what about the lady that made Clark shoot fire out of his eyes?
Kyla?
No. The teacher lady.
Oh,
That's
that lady.
Heat causing horn dog.
So 10?
I mean, I don't think toxic masculinity. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What
Number 1. It's the greatest villain of all time.
I was thinking the new number
22.
15. I'd put toxic masculinity above Mamma Mia.
Okay.
But you're wanting to go
no,
way higher. No,
because it's a very important subject.
It is important.
Yeah, but
I don't think that this episode, like if we needed to cover toxic masculinity, I don't think this would be the episode to help fix that in the world. You know, like they show the effects of it, but they don't show any like ways to deal with it.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, Lex answers toxic masculinity with his own toxic masculinity. I mean, you know what I mean? So I mean, the only one that really comes out on top is Lana, which is great, but it's because she's the main character. Like Helen just gets the shit beat out of her and never gets any kind of any justice from it, you know.
15.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, I just talked you down from like
Stop.
9. All right. New number 15 is toxic men.
Toxic.
All right, Maggie, you want to read that off for us?
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. All right. Number 1, Red Clark. Number 2, Ryan, frowny face. Number 3, octagonal disc. Number 4, Red Pete and Chloe. Number 5, kryptonite spores. Number 6, Kyla. Number 7, Whitney. Number 8.
Short Ethan. Jesus, that's so loud.
Number 9, Stephen. Number 10, Eat Randy. Number 11, Heat Causing Horn Dog. Number 12, Bill Goldberg. Number 13, Nixon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Number 14, Jitters 2. Number 15, Toxic Men. Number 16, Mamma Mia. Number 17, Cyrus Krupp. Number 18, Life-Sucking Corn Dog. And number 23, Byron. All
right. This has been that's not Byron. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. All right, Maggie. Let's get into No Flats, No Tights. Did they break the rule this week?
No.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
I mean, Clark was wearing a uniform. That orange
to
vest.
pick up trash, Matt.
Hey, man.
That doesn't count.
Anyone can be a Superman as long as you're looking out for others. I guess they didn't break the rule this week. All right. Let's get into DCU references, part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
That's right. I think I actually cut the sound off too early by hitting the button. Anyway, so this week we had some fun references to the DCU. A precipice means a situation of great peril. Clark and Lex both encounter situations of great peril, with Clark fighting against Andy's lawsuit and Lex dealing with Paul Hayden's stalking of Helen. Although the sheriff dismisses Lana's testimony as hearsay, technically, Lana's case is not hearsay at all. Hearsay is a statement, other than one made by the declarant while testifying at the trial or hearing, offered in evidence to prove the truth of the matter asserted. In Lana's case, since she would be the declarant in the case, it would not be hearsay. Yeah, eat that, Smallville writers.
Well, eat that, Sheriff Nancy.
Well, but the writers wrote Sheriff Nancy's.
Nancy.
Yeah. Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Given the number of financial and legal times he has helped the Kents out, Lex strangely doesn't offer his attorneys aid to help Clark out of the lawsuit.
Nope.
It was a hole. It was a hole in the plot. Sheriff Adams is strangely issuing sentences. One would think that Judge Ross would have a say in this matter, but considering the things Clark has done for a lot of people, including saving her son, she probably would let him off the hook. This is Lex Luthor's second engagement revealed, the first being Desiree Atkins in Heat. So he's been, like, okay, I kind of did want to point this out. Like, I think I said this earlier in the series, but sometimes it feels like they do a story, right? And then they decide that they want to do the story again, but longer, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they already did the Lex is engaged and going to get married story.
Yeah.
But now they're doing that again, but just longer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it may not end the same way. We don't know. It doesn't end the same way. So it's just, you know, sometimes they do that. You'll get like a one-off episode about something, and then that same subject matter comes back for more. It's just fun how they do that. Let's see here. This is Camille Mitchell's first appearance as Sheriff Nancy Adams. First appearance.
Yeehaw.
Sheriff Adams talks about Clark having a hero complex, which Superman, obviously. Sheriff Adams mentions the days of Good Old Boys, a reference to John Schneider's other hit show, The Dukes of Hazzard. I need like a wow or something.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Here's something interesting, Maggie. Another notable case of Superman being sued for saving people occurs in the second season of Lois and Clark.
What?
There's a musician whom Superman saved from being crushed by collapsing equipment, and he claims a wrist injury leading to complete hand paralysis. The matter reaches the court, but then Superman takes a bomb about to explode out through the court's roof, and once the musician and his lawyer attempts to immediately add supposed blindness from the debris to the suit, the musician's wife snaps at him and admits to false testimony. The case is dismissed immediately. Yep.
All right.
Also, I didn't put it in here, but The Incredibles also kind of deals with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, that is the references. So now it's time for the Talon Mix. Remy Zero!
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
Yo!
Hey, yo, Joey.
Hey, Joey Joe. Hey, it's me, Rat Trap. Hey, what am I doing on Smallville?
Hey, Rat Trap.
I'm going to lay down my trap card and end my turn. All right, so now, first song, Princess by Matt Nathanson. Matt Nathanson, that sounds familiar. I hit the bar on the desk. Matt Nathanson. Can you look up Matt Nathanson? I feel like I've heard that name before. Let Me Be the One by Sammy Morelli. Don't Forget Me by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Boom by Jan Circa. Becoming by Adam Tenenbaum. Shakedown by The Start. And, of course, Don't Fear the Reaper by Gus. It was a cover.
What are we...
I don't know, like his most famous song. Matt Nathanson.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that sang "Come and Get High"?
I'm trying, man. Come on, get higher.
That was it. That's the song.
All we are. Run faster. Laid.
Wait, Laid?
From Maricopa, The Wedding.
Yeah. As bad as on fire with passionate love. Yeah, I know that one. Wow. Matt Nathanson. Way to go. Way to go, guy.
Okay, buddy.
All right. So now let's get into next week on Smallville.
What?
Season 2, episode 20, Witness. Maggie, based solely off of the title. What do you think the plot of next week's episode is about?
A witness is someone who has seen something,
Okay.
whether it be legal or illegal.
Okay. So you think this is like on a court?
I would like to think that, but
You sure it couldn't be like a church witness?
yeah, that's what I was starting to say. But could be about a church witness.
Now, over here on the island, we've got all the healing you need down here. Come see the angels.
Oh, we're going back there.
This here is how we do things in the midnight mass.
That sounds scary, sir.
I'm your principal.
I don't like this, sir. I'm going to leave.
So you think somebody sees something?
Yeah.
And what are they, like it's a court or what? Like
I don't know. They report it to the newspaper.
really swinging for the fences on this one.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Baseball season's coming up. I'm about to fall asleep.
I could tell.
I am, and I swear it's not because I'm bored or anything. It's just I'm exhausted.
Yeah. No, I get it. Honestly, I think the Super Bowl commercials really threw us off this week. I'm not gonna lie.
Sleep.
We stayed up way too late reacting to the Flash trailer, which you can check out at youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. And also, if you would like to get the show ad free, of course, you can get it over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, as well as many other exclusive features, exclusive shows that we show every week and month. We got some movie commentaries coming up. It's gonna be great. But if you have no bucks to toss our way, that is totally fine. A simple like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube post definitely helps us grow tremendously. We want to thank everybody that's joined us live, not just today, but all this past week.
And last week.
We've hit some good incline in our stats and stuff. So we really appreciate you all helping us grow. Remember, we will be back on Monday at 8:30 with the Hopefully Awesome Show. Followed up on Tuesday by going back to Beast Wars, our rewatch of the entire series of Beast Wars and Beast Machines, leading up to the Transformers Rise of the Beast. Where it's actually a season 1 finale next week, so that'll be fun. And of course, 1 week from today, we'll be right back here with Going Back to Smallville, episode 20 of season 2, Witness. That's right. Keep a lookout on YouTube for the rest of the week. We've got some trailer reactions going up, as well as many other fun videos and shorts, so go check those out. But that is going to wrap it up for us today. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye!